Castlevania 3 today. Wanted to save this for, if not Halloween, then October at least. But then I got to thinking, fuck Halloween, I want to play this now. Got to thinking about how save it, Castlevania Marathon for October. It's fun. I do it every year for myself anyway, but it's hardly original, if I put that up on YouTube. So it's not like I won't be putting up a lot of Castlevania anyway if I'm still into this by then, The series is plenty big enough for that, and there's more than enough other horror games can do. At the very least, a few Castlevania clones, maybe. But don't want to get off topic. Let's see. I chose Castlevania 3 because as big a fan as I am of the DS games, Retro Game Challenge 1 and 2. Finally got around to giving the show that those games are based on a chance the other day. I believe it's called Game Center CX. I think the DVD release, it was called Retro Game Master, I think. Yeah, I finally got around to giving the show a try the other day. I watched the episode where he plays through Castlevania 3, and yeah, entertaining. I chose to play the Western version of the game first. I don't know if I want to play them back to back, but I do plan on doing a comparison with the Famicom version. At first I thought that the better soundtrack was the only difference between the two. I got to hear the FM version of the soundtrack when I first got a Retron 5 and played my physical copy of this game on it. It had in the sound options, it gave you the option of playing with the FM soundtrack on or off, so I played through with it on, and no question it's a better soundtrack, but I'd heard that there were other differences too, mostly to do with difficulty, how in this version of the game, every enemy deals you the same set amount of damage, no matter what. For the first third of the game, everything deals you 2 hit points of damage. In the middle of the game, everything deals you 3, and then at the end of the game, everything deals you 4. It doesn't matter what the enemy that actually attacks you is. Where in the Famicom version, the set amount of damage is determined by what the enemy that's attacking you is. say for example that if the flea man does you 2 hit points damage, and you know, in the Famicom version it'll do you 2 hit points damage, you know, regardless of whether it's level 1 or the last level. Whereas in this version it'll deal me 4 hit points of damage if it's in the last level. You know, it doesn't matter what the enemy is. You know. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the differently balanced difficulty plays out. Let's see another. Let's see. I heard the. Now I don't understand what the deal with the censorship was in this game. I know at the time this was made, Nintendo of America had rules against reference to any real-world religion in their games, and so I don't know. But yeah, I've never understood why this game only had partial censorship. You know, some of the crosses in this game look different, but they're you see, judging by the pictures I saw of the Famicom version, they the crosses in the background seem to be more elaborate looking, you know. But I didn't know if any are actually removed. I haven't noticed. The only straight up censorship I could see regarding a cross was your sub-weapon is called a boomerang in the manual. The same for the holy water. It's called a firebomb in the manual. Although I never had the manual as a kid, so I had no problem seeing through that, you know. I recognized it as holy water, you know, first time I saw it. Cross, on the other hand, I don't know why I didn't recognize the cross right away. I just saw that it functioned like a boomerang, and that's what I called it, and that's still, I mean, even knowing the difference, I still think of it as the boomerang today. Still call it that even. Let's see, and I don't know if it's just a matter of being better at this game than I am at the original, but the Medusa heads seem to be more predictable in this game than they are in the original. And their pattern seems to be a bit easier to manipulate too. Not sure if it was actually designed that way or if it's just... I don't know. Now this is another difference I got to see in that episode I watched the other day. You can see Grant here focuses his attack mostly on the ground directly coming at me, whereas in the Famicom version he focuses on climbing to the ceiling and hurling axes on you from above. Also want to point out here, his weapon's different in this version. As you can see, he just has a short knife that he stabs with in this game, whereas in the Famicom version, his default weapon is the throwing knife. Also want to I'm not gonna get it because it always fucks up my no death attempts, but there's a 1-up in these blocks immediately above me. You have to transform into Grant and you can climb around and you can break the blocks and get the 1-up, but like I said, getting that 1-up never fails to ruin my no death attempts. So not pressing my luck with it this time. even with Castlevania 3, there's more than enough replayability to make multiple playthroughs of even the same version of the game worth doing. Because since this is my first playthrough, I'm going to be posting to YouTube. I'm going to be taking the easy route the whole way through. I might take the hard route for another video, you know. And then there's also, you know, I've been debating over whether, I mean, I say I don't ever want to touch hard mode again for 1 or 3, but I'm debating, do I want to at least make a video of it. I mean, I don't know if I'll beat it, but at least, you know, make a video of the attempt. I'm not gonna try it because I've only succeeded once before. But there's if you transform into Grant and cling on to this block to my left and cling on to it from the side, he'll throw daggers at the boss's head, and if you hit the boss while there's a big lightning strike that'll sometimes hit directly in the center of the screen. So if you time it right, you can, if the dagger and the lightning strike both hit the boss at the same time, it'll take out, I think, something like half of his energy. Something else I've never been clear on is whether or not there was a reason for the English version referring to Sypha as male at this part of the game. Because I never understood, was there a reason for that, or was it just bad translation? Okay, I'm gonna remind myself about it now in case, I mean, hoping that it will keep me from fucking up. There's a dagger on the next screen that I always grab by mistake. It doesn't really fuck up my playthrough so bad, but I just don't like to grab it at this point. Okay, so hoping that talking about it now will remind me not to swing the whip out of habit at this point. Yeah. Might have to try that might have to try that for future playthroughs too, whether I'm recording or not, since it actually worked. Really didn't expect it to work, but yeah. another improvement I like about this game over the original. How those bone pillars that were on the last screen, they I like how in this game you can just wail away at them without having to worry about timing your attack in order to keep from getting hit by the fireballs they throw at you. Can't remember what items in those blocks immediately below where I entered the door, but I mean it's something I don't consider worth going for, whatever it is. So I remember I've managed to get it 2 or 3 times before, and I was always disappointed with it, you know, thinking it wasn't worth it. I just wish I could remember what it was. And uh, can't remember if I was 13 or 14, but the summer when I finally got to taking this game seriously, decided I had to beat it. This was the first major obstacle in my way. Couldn't tell you how much difficulty I had with this level. Now, if you choose to play through with Grant, you can climb over this wall and skip the entire area down here. But I chose Sypha for a reason. I mean, I've seen all 4 endings of the game, but and I don't really have a favorite, but Sypha's who I'm best with, so that's really all there is to it. I'm just best with Sypha. Alright, and I believe we finally made it to the castle. Should be down to, yep, only 4 levels to go. I don't know why I do this. It's just a personal quirk how I play the game. I just prefer to get, whenever I come to unless I need the weapon upgrade for the boss, I prefer to get the extra hearts instead. And the sci-fi, I mean, as long as I got her flames, I don't need the, Trevor's weapon upgrade. Always convinced I'm gonna miss that jump there. Don't know why. I've heard a few arguments online that this was the series' first appearance of Gaibon. I don't really have an opinion on the matter. I mean, he kind of, I mean, it looks like he could be, but he doesn't behave anything like him. I'm really not sure what to make of it. I believe it was simply called Demon in the manual. Gaibon wasn't actually given a name until Castlevania 4. And I know you can't rack up one-ups easily like you can in the original, but it's still a good feeling when you rack up points like that. Fuck. Alright. I've got no clue what just happened there. I don't know. Too late in the game to reset over it not being perfect now. On a good day, I actually have done that before. I suppose it's acceptable as long as I don't continue. I mean, get a game over. I mean, you know, as long as I don't have to continue. Yeah, I suppose another reason why I'm always going to question the legitimacy of emulators is because the fact that it always leaves room for doubt. Did I legitimately do as bad as I just saw myself do? You know, I mean, on original hardware, there's never a question. You know, whether it's legitimate or not when you do good or bad. Or on emulators, it's never going to be, you know, beyond reasonable doubt on an emulator. I mean, I got no clue how I beat this guy as Trevor alone. And I really don't see myself ever finding out. Alright. Down to the last level. Yeah, 'cause that's always a good sign. Getting hit on the first screen. Tell you one thing, I have zero doubt whatsoever that this is the hardest screen in the game that doesn't involve a boss. not going good. At least I got a chance though since I made it. Fuck. Well, no chance now. Well, yeah, there's always a chance. I'm not gonna say no chance. I've beat him untouched before. I mean, besides, you saw me beat him untouched in the original, so. Just might pull this off. This is the whole reason why I always play the game with Sypha instead of Grant or Alucard. Like I said, I might do another playthrough later of the hard path, but I think I want to do the Famicom version first. It's good enough, I suppose. At least I got him. You know how performance anxiety is. I mean, you always, especially when you know you can do better, always wish you did, especially when you're recording. Another difference. I can't remember if it was the original or the third one, but I remember that the Belmont was called Ralph in one of them, in the Famicom version of one of them. That's it for Castlevania 3. Um, see you later.